In the southeastern reaches of Osse, beyond the mountain ranges that guard this secluded land from the harsher climes of the continent, lies a region defined by its complex network of estuaries and fertile lowlands. The waterways, winding and twisting through the landscape, sustain a rich array of life. Here, the air hangs heavy with humidity during the long summer months, and the ground beneath your feet pulses with the rhythms of a land shaped by water. This is the domain of the Burrungurru, a creature both revered and feared by the indigenous people, known for its immense power and cunning. This marsupial and extraordinary fusion of the strength of a bear, the industriousness of a beaver, and the ferocity of a Tasmanian devil is more than just a beast of the wild. It is an integral part of the ecosystem, a creature whose presence is felt in every corner of its domain. The Burrungurru, as it's known to the indigenous people of Osse, is a creature of considerable size. Standing nearly as tall as a human at the shoulder, its robust, muscular frame is built for both power and agility. Its fur is thick, coarse, and water-resistant, allowing it to move through the dense underbrush and murky waters of the estuaries with equal ease. The fur, rich with natural oils, repels water and keeps the Burrungurru insulated against the cool waters and the sometimes chilly nights of Osse. This pelt, while a prized possession for any hunter fortunate enough to acquire it, is rarely taken by the native people, who revere the Burrungurru as a guardian of the waterways. The fur's value, however, is not lost on traders who seek to exchange it for other goods, though such transactions are rare due to the cultural significance of the creature. The Burrungurru's diet reflects its adaptability and its dual existence as both a land and water creature. Primarily an omnivore, it feeds on a variety of vegetation, particularly the bark and wood of certain trees that thrive along the estuaries. These trees, with their roots often submerged in water, are rich in the nutrients that the Burrungurru needs to sustain its large frame and to support its constant activity. Its teeth, sharp and strong, are well adapted to gnaw through the tough bark, allowing it to strip trees with ease. These trees serve not only as a food source but also as the primary material for the Burrungurru's dam building activities. The creature carefully selects the trees, choosing those that will provide the most durable wood for its structures, ensuring that its dams and tunnels withstand the tests of time and the forces of nature. Yet, the Burrungurru is no herbivore alone. It's also a skilled predator capable of hunting fish, small mammals, and even larger animals that stray too close to its territory. Its powerful jaws can snap the spine of a deer with a single bite, while its claws, as sharp as they are strong, make quick work of smaller creatures. The Burrungurru's diet is a balance of meat and vegetation, allowing it to thrive in the diverse environments of Osse, from the dense forests to the watery depths of the estuaries. The creature's predatory nature ensures that the populations of smaller animals are kept in check, maintaining a delicate balance within the ecosystem. The Burrungurru's role as both predator and herbivore makes it a crucial part of the food chain, influencing the distribution and behavior of other species within its range. The breeding habits of the Burrungurru are closely tied to the seasonal cycles of Osse. Mating typically occurs during the cooler months when the creature's energy is less consumed by the demands of maintaining its elaborate dams and tunnels. The courtship rituals of the Burrungurru are a sight to behold, with males engaging in displays of strength and agility, often clashing in fierce battles to win the favor of a female. These battles, while brutal, rarely result in serious injury, as the Burrungurru's thick fur and tough hide provide ample protection. Once a pair has formed, they remain together for the duration of the breeding season, with the male playing an active role in the protection of the nest and the young. After a gestation period of approximately 6 months, the female gives birth to a small litter, usually consisting of 2 to 4 young. These offspring, born blind and helpless, are carried in the mother's pouch for the first few months of their lives. During this time, the young are entirely dependent on the mother for nourishment and protection. The Burrungurru's pouch, like that of other marsupials, is equipped with specialized muscles that allow the mother to close it tightly, protecting the young from the elements and potential predators. As the young grow, they begin to venture out of the pouch, exploring their surroundings under the watchful eye of their mother. The Burrungurru is a highly protective parent, teaching its young the essential skills they will need to survive in the wild, from digging and building to hunting and foraging. The young remain with the mother for about a year, learning the intricacies of dam building and the nuances of the Burrungurru's complex social behaviors before venturing out to establish their own territories. Natural predators of the Burrungurru are few,
but they do exist. The creature's size and strength make it a formidable opponent, yet larger carnivores, such as dire wolves or even drakes, may occasionally attempt to challenge it. In these encounters, the Burrungurru demonstrates its remarkable intelligence and knowledge of its environment. Rather than engaging in direct confrontation, it often relies on its network of tunnels and trapdoors to evade attackers, retreating into the safety of its underground lair, where it can defend itself from a position of strength. This behaviour has earned the Burrungurru a reputation among the people of Osse as a creature of both power and wisdom, capable of outsmarting even the most fearsome of predators. Parasites, as is common in the wild, are a persistent issue for the Burrungurru. Fleas, ticks, and other external parasites are particularly troublesome during the hot, humid summers when the creature's thick fur can become a haven for these pests. The indigenous people have observed the Burrungurru engaging in behaviours designed to rid itself of these unwanted guests, such as rolling in certain types of mud, known for their soothing and cleansing properties, or bathing in specific areas of the estuary where the water is believed to contain natural antiseptic qualities. In some cases, the Burrungurru may even seek out plants with natural insect repellent properties, further demonstrating its deep connection with the environment and its ability to use the resources around it for survival. The Burrungurru's relationship with its environment extends beyond its diet and predatory habits. The creature is a master of water management, using its remarkable dam-building abilities to control the flow of rivers and streams within its territory. The dams, constructed from wood, mud and stones, are architectural marvels, often spanning entire rivers and creating extensive wetlands that serve as both a habitat for the Burrungurru and a refuge for countless other species. These wetlands, while providing a safe haven for the Burrungurru's young, also play a crucial role in maintaining the health of the ecosystem. The dams slow the flow of water, reducing erosion and allowing sediment to settle, which in turn creates rich, fertile soil that supports a diverse array of plant life. The wetlands also act as natural filters, trapping pollutants and purifying the water before it flows downstream, ensuring that the rivers remain clean and healthy for all who depend on them. The Burrungurru's manipulation of the landscape is not without its challenges. Flooding, particularly during the rainy season, can pose a significant threat to the creature's dams and tunnels. In response, the Burrungurru has developed a keen sense of the weather, often reinforcing its structures in anticipation of heavy rains. It also uses its tunnels to redirect excess water, preventing floods from damaging its lair or drowning its young. This ability to control the flow of water, combined with its physical strength and intelligence, makes the Burrungurru one of the most successful and adaptable creatures in Osse. The Burrungurru's role in local folklore is as complex and multifaceted as the creature itself. The indigenous people of Osse have woven countless stories and legends around the Burrungurru, seeing it as a living embodiment of the land's power and resilience. One particularly well-known tale speaks of the Burrungurru's origins, tracing its lineage back to a time when the world was young and the boundaries between the physical and spiritual realms were still fluid. According to this legend, the first Burrungurru was born from the union of a great earth spirit and a powerful water spirit, both of whom were charged with the task of shaping the land and guiding its development. The Burrungurru, as their offspring, inherited the strengths and abilities of both parents, becoming a creature capable of not only surviving in the harsh environment of Osse, but also thriving and flourishing. Another popular story tells of a time when the Burrungurru, driven by hunger and desperation, challenged a mighty dragon for control of a particularly fertile valley. The battle between the two creatures raged for days, with the Burrungurru using its knowledge of the land to outmaneuver and outwit its larger and more powerful opponent. In the end, the Burrungurru emerged victorious, not through sheer strength, but through its cunning and intelligence. The valley, now free from the dragon's tyranny, became a sanctuary for the Burrungurru and its descendants, a place where they could live and prosper in peace. These stories, while often embellished and exaggerated over the centuries, contain kernels of truth about the Burrungurru's nature and abilities. The creature's adaptability, intelligence, and resilience are all qualities that have allowed it to endure in the harsh and ever-changing landscape of Osse. The Burrungurru is not just a guardian of the waterways, but also a symbol of the land's enduring strength and vitality. The Burrungurru's interactions with other species in its environment are also of great interest to scholars and naturalists. While it is undoubtedly a dominant force within its territory, the Burrungurru does not exist in isolation. Its presence and activities have a profound impact on the other creatures that share its domain, from the smallest insects to the largest predators. For example, the wetlands created by the Burrungurru's dams provide a vital habitat for a wide variety of amphibians, fish, and waterfowl. These species rely on the stable, nutrient-rich environment of the wetlands to breed, feed, and raise their young. In return, they contribute to the health and stability of the ecosystem by controlling insect populations, dispersing seeds, and serving as prey for larger predators. The Burrungurru's activities thus have a cascading effect on the entire ecosystem, influencing the distribution and behavior of countless other species. In addition to its role as a keystone species, the Burrungurru is also known for its interactions with certain magical and supernatural entities. The indigenous people of Osse believe that the Burrungurru has a special relationship with the spirits of the land and water, who aid and protect the creature in times of need. There are stories of Burrungurru summoning powerful storms to drive away intruders, or calling upon the spirits to guide it safely through treacherous terrain. While these tales may be more myth than reality, they speak to the deep connection that the Burrungurru is believed to have with the natural and supernatural worlds. The Burrungurru's ability to manipulate its environment is not limited to the physical realm. Some scholars have speculated that the creature may possess a rudimentary form of earth magic, allowing it to shape the land and water with greater precision and efficiency than would otherwise be possible. While there is little concrete evidence to support this theory, the Burrungurru's seemingly supernatural abilities have long been a subject of fascination and debate among those who study the natural world. Comparing the Burrungurru to other known creatures in Osse and beyond, it becomes clear that this creature is unique in many ways. While there are other animals that build dams, such as beavers, none do so with the same level of sophistication and scale as the Burrungurru. Similarly, while other marsupials are known for their strength and ferocity, few can match the Burrungurru's combination of physical power, intelligence, and adaptability. The creature's ability to thrive in such a diverse and challenging environment is a testament to its evolutionary success and its vital role in the ecosystem of Osse. The Burrungurru's physical characteristics and anatomy are also worthy of closer examination. The creature's powerful jaws and sharp teeth are perfectly adapted for both feeding and defense, while its strong limbs and claws allow it to dig through earth and wood with ease. The Burrungurru's muscular build, combined with its dense, water-resistant fur, enables it to move swiftly and efficiently through its environment, whether on land or in water. The creature's keen senses, particularly its hearing and smell, are essential for detecting prey and avoiding danger, allowing it to navigate the complex and often hazardous terrain of its territory. Speculating on the evolutionary history of the Burrungurru, one can imagine a creature that has adapted over millennia to the unique challenges of its environment. Perhaps the Burrungurru's ancestors were smaller, more timid creatures that lived in the shadow of larger predators, relying on their wits and agility to survive. Over time, as the landscape of Osse changed and new opportunities arose, these ancestors may have evolved into the larger, more powerful creatures that we see today. The development of the Burrungurru's dam-building abilities in particular may have been a key factor in its success, allowing it to create and control its own habitat in a way that few other creatures can. Looking to the future, it's possible that the Burrungurru may continue to evolve, adapting to new environmental pressures and challenges. The increasing encroachment of humans into the Burrungurru's territory, for example, may force the creature to develop new strategies for survival, whether through changes in behavior, diet, or even physical form. The Burrungurru's ability to adapt to change will likely determine its continued success in the ever-evolving landscape of Osse. Burrungurru is a creature of remarkable adaptability and resilience, able to survive and thrive in a land as diverse and challenging as Osse. Its life is one of constant interaction with its environment, from the trees it fells to the waters it redirects. For those who dwell in Osse, the Burrungurru is not merely an animal, but a symbol of the land itself, a reminder that power and wisdom, strength and subtlety can coexist in perfect harmony. So, if you ever find yourself venturing into the wilds of Osse, remember the stories of the Burrungurru, be mindful of where you step, and be sure to listen for the subtle signs of a creature that could be lurking just beneath your feet, waiting for the right moment to reveal itself. The Burrungurru is not just a creature of legend, but a living, breathing force of nature that continues to shape the land and its inhabitants to this day.